Ethan, my oldest son, is doing his wholesale order. Then Elijah got an order. We got orders for days, y'all. But my babies is helping me get these orders out. And he is doing an awesome job. Wanted to give you a preview of him, Mr. Ethan. Tell everybody hi on YouTube.
Hi.
Hey y'all, Elijah got his order now and he doing his. And he's centering his wick inside his candle jars. Tell everybody hi on YouTube. Oh, say it a little happier. Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Hey you guys, it's Christy with Candles by Christy. Today I have my son Ethan. Say hi to the camera.
Hi.
And then Elijah.
Hi.
And so today we have wholesale orders. We are making Juneteenth candles. Juneteenth is coming up, and a lot of different shops are purchasing our candles. So I needed some extra hands, and why not better than my sons? So today I decided to let them join in and make the candles, and then also ask some cool questions while we're making the candles and stuff like that.
Ooh.
So I'm going to check the temp, and it looks like we are just where we need to be so we can fill our jars. They already have wicked the jars, wiped out the jars, and we cleaned the jars. And be careful. And so we have that all together. And then also put the fragrance in there. So how my candle works is 1 pitcher equals 4 jars of candles, and so we need to make 12. So they'll have 3 pitchers, of course, to get all 12 of their cases, all 12 of their candles in their case filled. Yeah, so we got to get these orders out, so let's go. So Ethan, since this is at the temp that it needs to be, we can go ahead and pour this. Let me check Elijah's real quick. Make sure his is where it needs to be. And it looks like it isn't going down. So the good thing about this wax that I use is that you can pour at a high temp. I know soy wax, you have to pour at like 145, 150, depending on how, what works best for you. But the temps normally with soy wax is low. You have to wait till it lowers down and cools down a little bit. With the wax that I'm using, it is soy wax, but it is a different brand than the regular. So how they made it is where that I can still pour at a high temp. So long story short, you guys just ended summer or school, right? And you're out for the summer, right? And you don't have to go to summer school and stuff like that. So Mr. Elijah got honor roll, and he tested out on his test and scored above average. So I just wanted to talk to them today about their goals and summer, and how do they feel about going to the 4th grade, and how do you feel about going to the 8th grade, and some of the challenges that y'all had or that y'all faced while y'all were in school this year. And Ethan made good grades as well and tested good on his test. So I just wanted to ask them some questions. I know football is coming up in July, right? So are you excited for that?
Yeah.
Are you ready for that? Okay, so, we can start pouring. So y'all can pour and make sure that y'all hold y'all wicks and hold the candle with one hand and pour slow. Pour slow, and then
Hot.
you can stop.
This one, that handle broke.
Yeah, but it's not gonna hurt you, son. Just pick it up. You don't have to hold it with that hand. Pick it up. And then hold the candle jar with that hand.
And pour it.
And just lay down. Yeah. And pour it slow. Make sure it gets to the cup. Why is your hand shaking? You don't want to keep going. You don't stop until I tell you stop. Okay, so this is your first candle. and y'all get used to this. Mommy done this like 1,000 times, so I know how to pour without, good job, Elijah, without making it get all over the jar. So that's okay if y'all get it on the jar. Just make sure you pour slow and you don't pour too much because we have other candles that we need to fill up.
That's cool.
Yep. And go to your next candle. Are you done? Okay.
Are you supposed to use all of them?
Yeah. Don't worry about it. I'll leave that for some
Is this
a
one of the new
tester.
scents?
No, this is an old scent. This is
It
Endurance.
smells like one of the new ones.
Yeah, this is Endurance. And so Endurance is for our Juneteenth candles. And endurance means that we endured, our ancestors endured a lot, right? They had, slavery was going on back then during Juneteenth. They were set free, but they wasn't initially free until Juneteenth, right?
Yes,
And so that's the whole point of this this candle and what it represents. It to me, when I was making it, when I was thinking about it, I was like, you know, I want to have a candle that is based off my ancestors. I want to bring my culture inside my candle business, and it was important to me that I taught you guys that. Okay, so summer school is coming up. I mean, not summer school, but summer is here, and now that y'all are out for the summer, I'm getting the little sticks that we need. Now that you guys are out for the summer, now that you guys are out for the summer, school, you know, you're going to 8th grade, right? So are you excited or are you nervous? How do you feel about 8th grade?
Me, I feel like it's gonna be challenging and it's probably gonna be harder, but I'm not really nervous. When I start going to older grades, I see that you're not supposed to be nervous because I see it just really like the same grade. It's a harder work,
Right.
and different things.
Yeah, but you get into a different grade and you ain't supposed to be. Well, it's okay to be nervous because you know you're going to a different grade and you're going to a different school. So that's okay. It's okay to be nervous. You know what I'm saying? And because again, you're gonna meet new friends. You're going to a different school. And for those of you guys that don't know, Ethan does not live with me full time. He comes over on the weekends or whenever he wants to, and he lives with his dad full time. So I like to, when I get him, I like to pick at his brain, not like picking at him, but just want to know where my son is and what his goals are and where I can fit in to help my kids reach their goals. It's very important. I'm a single mom. I have African American young men, and you know, with the things that are going on in this world, I'm scared to death every time they change another age or they go to a higher grade, because it's closer and closer for them to drive. It's closer and closer for them to be in interaction with a police officer, not because they did anything, but as we all see in this world, you don't have to do anything to be victim of a police officer or in a tragic situation, period. So I just like to pick their brains and talk to them. And you know, Elijah, how do you feel about going to the 4th grade?
I'm kind of nervous because I don't know a lot of the teachers there, but I feel like it's gonna be kind of good.
Kind of good. Okay. And I'm happy that you guys, you know, are thinking about it and wanting to better yourself and knowing that this new grade that you guys are going to is going to be a little more challenging from the last grade. But y'all got it, right? Because y'all kings, and I'm raising y'all to be kings, and I'm raising y'all to understand that y'all can do whatever y'all put your mind to, right?
Yes.
So it's rewarding to be able to do candles with them and talk to them about different little stuff. So tell me about girls and stuff like that. Let's talk about that.
What you want to say?
Do you guys got girlfriends?
I can't.
Well, I know y'all ain't supposed to have girlfriends because y'all young still. But
I'ma
do
say
y'all
what-
have girls that y'all like and y'all talk on the phone with and,
Every day, yeah.
and see
not-
at school?
Here,
Yeah.
What's her
Not-
name?
It's multiple.
Oh, I haven't raised you to have multiple girlfriends. I'm raising you to have one girlfriend at a time. We don't want to be heartbreakers, right?
Yeah.
And we don't want nobody to break our hearts, right? So just one at a time,
You
okay?
hear this, guys?
Just one at a time. So, Elijah, what was you saying?
I was gonna say I don't have girls that go to my school. I text girls them, but we don't. We barely even talk. But some of them I barely even talk to, cause some of them I kind of talk to. Not saying they're my girlfriends, but yeah.
Okay. Well, y'all at the age where y'all starting to like girls, and I'm not opposed to it, but I want y'all to be gentlemen. I want y'all to treat ladies nice. I don't want you to be having one girl thinking that she's your girlfriend and you got more than one girlfriend, okay? And we really ain't doing girlfriends, but I'm saying, like, as far as one friend, if you're talking to one girl, that should be it, okay? I don't want y'all talking to a whole bunch of girls. That causes problems and frictions and fights, and you don't need to be in that. You going to middle school, right? Yeah, little girls fight in middle school. So, okay, so what about sports?
Basketball.
Okay, you got to scoot closer to the camera.
Basketball.
Basketball. What about you, Elijah?
Football.
Football. And so are y'all have implemented scheduling and time so y'all can get to these practices and making sure that people know about the games and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I've been trying to. I'm starting a basketball camp next Tuesday.
Mhm.
I'm just waiting for the basketball season to start back up because I want to do whatever the school. I go
With
to.
the school. Okay.
Yeah, I wanna
but it's not
play
it's
professional.
right. Well, you want to play for the school.
Yeah.
You don't want to play just to do the camp. Okay, so long story short, Mom has been thinking about doing adult softball because
Oh.
remember I used to do softball in high school and in college, and I was thinking about I needed something else to do to like give me something to do so I won't be thinking about all this other stuff that's going on, right? And I was thinking about maybe having you guys come to my games and not come to y'all games, and we, have something fun to do, right?
We can play.
Well, you'll watch me play. It'll be an adult team.
Oh.
Yeah, so it'll be an adult
Oh, like-
softball team. So it'll be all adults on a softball team. Yeah. So
That sounds fun.
so in the community out here, I've been researching different things that goes on in the community, and they have a softball league. So I was thinking about that, and excuse my nail, honey. It's just it fell off when I was doing the candles and stuff. I was like, oh my god, I gotta go to the nail shop. But anyway, so yeah,
I
so
don't know why I keep smelling it. It smells so good.
so your goal is football. So what are you doing right now as that being your goal? Like LeBron James and KD and all of them, they all had goals at y'all age. So LeBron James and all of them, they all played at the AAU teams when they were younger, and their mom would drop them off, let them play, practice, come to the games and stuff like that, right? And then eventually all four of them went to NBA, right? So they had goals in place before they even got to the NFL and NBA, right? So what are you guys doing right now that you feel is helping you with your goal to reach NBA and NFL?
I go to the YMCA. I practice basketball with my friends. We go play. We go work on our dribbling drills. I do dribbling drills. I like kind of lift weights sometimes, not all the time because they kind of heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's called run like in the gym. Like we play like a 44. I play like games with older kids that's not even in my
Oh, this
my
sounds
age.
good. Mm-hmm.
And I go to camps like every summer and play basketball and practices practice
Mhm.
about football.
And that's good. So you going to your football camp, right?
Yeah.
And then, okay, so Elijah has camps. He has two different ones. He has one that's like 2-day camp, and then he has another one that starts June 25th or June, the end of June, where it's like 4 or 5. It's like 6 days back to back scrimmages and stuff like that. So, anyways, so you're doing your camps, and then what else you doing?
I don't know. I'm gonna say I used to practice at school.
I know, but
with my
since you're
friends.
out, so what are you gonna do now that you're out for the summer? You
Go
gonna
to camps and stuff.
Okay, and then you also made a vision board, right? So Elijah, tell him about your vision board.
I put
Look at the camera. Put your hand down.
on my vision board. I put down my goals and stuff, and things that I wanted to do, and things that I want to do, like go to the NFL. What's one more thing that I put on my vision board? Be successful and help others out in need.
And then most importantly, and Ethan, you need to get you a vision board done too. And I got some things where you can make you a vision board and you can put it up in the room. So when you come over, you'll see it, or you can take it home and look at it, or whatever you want to do. But it's important to write down your visions, and it's important for your parents to speak life into you. And so that's what I'm trying to do. I want y'all to be the best that y'all can be. I'm not saying that college is for everybody. I'm not saying that y'all gonna make it to the NFL or the NBA. But what I'm saying is, if that's your goal, you gotta work towards that goal, right? And I'm gonna do whatever I can to push you to get you towards that goal, okay? But I'm not gonna give you a fairy tale story and say, oh, they're definitely going to pick you, because we don't know, right? None of the young men that we seen at the draft this year, they were all black. It was like one white boy, right, that was on the stage at the NFL draft that made it. Some of them stayed at home and did their own drafts on other places, but I'm talking about the ones that actually went to the programming where we can watch on TV. And I shed tears because I see y'all up there, right? And I want y'all to make it, not just to the NFL, but to the NBA or whatever your dreams is. I want y'all to make it, but I'm not going to sit up here and tell you a fairy tale. You have to get an education or some type of trade so y'all can be able to have a black backup plan. But we shooting for the stars. If that's what y'all want to do as far as NBA and NFL, then we're going to do that, right? And you gotta put goals in different steps to be able to reach that, right? Different goals. You have to work them goals to get to the biggest goal, and the biggest goal is the NFL. The biggest goal for you is NBA. So we gotta work towards those goals, right? We gotta work out. We gotta condition. We gotta eat right. We gotta have our grades right. And I tell y'all this all the time: if y'all grades ain't right, it ain't no sports. Period. Because you got to keep the grades right? So, the next thing I wanted to talk about is, before y'all do goals, before it's mommy, before it's daddy, before it's school, it's God, right? And he's the only person that's going to make sure that y'all get to what y'all need to do. So, remember to always put him first. So, I got a question. How do y'all feel about mom having a candle business?
I'm gonna say I'm kind of happy for you. Well, I'm happy for you because it's like you want to start something new for black-owned businesses and stuff. So that's why I'm really happy for you, and you're making you're gonna be successful in it. That's what I think.
Thank you. How you feel?
I feel like you're doing good in life. I want you to be successful and make good money with this candle business, and that's what it is for real. And I hope you make it, and you do
Oh, thank you.
whatever you make. I hope you do well with it and invest it or whatever.
Of course. So that leads me to my other question. Do you guys know about generational wealth? I talk about this, but do you actually know what it is?
I kind of know what it is. you're say you how you're making a candle business and like how you're doing other things, your kids end up doing it when they get older, probably.
Yes. So if a business, so basically, you start a business and you keep on pursuing this business, and as you pursuing it, years and years roll by, right? And so you're investing your money back into the business. You're taking money and investing into new product for the business and stuff like that to grow the business. But you also take the money and you buy, you invest or you buy land, right? And so for me buying land and clearing up my debt and making sure that I'm debt free, meaning that I don't have any student loans, meaning that I don't have any smaller debts that may be on my credit, and building that, which helps me build the business credit, and then I'm able to give, I'm just going to speak off of me. So what I'm doing is taking the money from the business and I'm putting it back in the business. And then eventually I'm taking money out the business and I'm investing it into different parts to help the business grow, but to also help us grow. And so one of the things that I'm investing in is making sure my credit and the business credit is together so that we'll be able to get business loans and business capital so the business can continue to run after you guys graduate, after you guys are in college, after you have kids and stuff like that. And that's called generational wealth, where I'm making my business continue to grow from generation to generation to generation, right? And eventually my grandkid, I'll have land, and then you guys will have land. The land will be passed down to y'all, and then the land will be passed down to the grandkids, and so on and so on and so on.
It like keeps happening.
Yeah, but you guys won't have to worry about trying to build a house on other people's land or paying all the extra taxes and stuff, because mommy will already have land, and then y'all be able to build on top of that land. And it's big enough where you'll have a cul-de-sac where it be your house, your brother's house, different neighbors that we may put in there to have them rent and pay for lots and different stuff like that, because I really want like a tiny home community, right? And so we'll get more into that, but I want you guys to know that you got to make sure that you don't be playing with your credit when you graduate from high school and go into college. You don't get all those student credit cards and stuff, because they're going to give them to you. And I'm trying to set you guys up where y'all don't have student loans. Y'all don't have to go apply for a student loan. Y'all have money put up from your college fund that I have for y'all, where y'all be able to use that for college instead of having to be like me and have to pay student loans right after you graduate from college, right? Because eventually you graduate from college, you start working, and then you have to pay those loans back, and they're like $600, $700, basically a house note, right? And then you still got to pay your house note and take care of your kids and stuff like that. So you really don't get to see the money that you work so hard to get with this degree until after you pay your student loan. So I want y'all to not have to worry about that, right? I want you guys to just go to college, graduate, bam, debt free, without any debt of college, right? And then you'll be able to take your credit and then go so on and build, and then use my land and build you a house, and then buy you some land, and create y'all some businesses, right? So I love y'all. I'm very, very proud of what y'all have accomplished this year. It is amazing to have sons that are truly focused on their goals and focus on school and focus on being good young men and not in the streets and doing the most like all these other kids, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm thankful that you guys help me with the business, and you kind of see day to day how fast and how we have to do it step by step to make these orders happen for these customers, right? Mm-hmm. And I just wanted to spend some time with you guys, and I'm sure you too wanted to see who you guys was. So thank you for watching our video. I'm going to get on out of here and finish the rest of our orders. But we appreciate you stopping by, watching our video, listening to my sons and their goals and the things that they want in life. And it's just amazing to hear how young they are and how they're already focused on what they need to be focused on. So like, share, subscribe, tell your mama, tell your friend, tell your cousin and your auntie to come on by and watch me make these candles and order some and all of that good stuff. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye, you guys.